tell you what detail them all working man, all them Yankee soldiers go around there with them guns, watching them rebels working. He turned to them Yankee soldiers. He said, you know them damn rebels like to beat the hell out of us at Chickamauga, you know that? You know, I got a couple of friends that live down there in Livingston, Texas, where I'm from. One of them is, I guess, one of the finest people I know. Real God-fearing church member. Sings in the choir. He's not a Catholic. He's a Methodist. And he sings in the choir. They got another friend, which we'll just call this old fellow named Emil. Emil, just a real wonderful person. He is a good man, really. This happened many years ago, but it's true. He was on his way to Livingston, which is the parish seat. And I got another friend named Jacques. That's Jack in English. And Jacques ain't worth a damn anything. When I told you he ain't worth a damn anything, I'm exaggerating. He's worse than that. I really am. And he don't care about nothing. He don't give a doggone hell about anything in this world. And he was coming from the other direction, from Livingston, going to his home down in the southern part of Livingston Park. And halfway between Livingston and where Emil had left was the church where Emil went to church all the time. And he thought he was on his horse, and he noticed it was beginning to cloud up a great deal. It looked like it was going to have a little thunderstorm. And when he got to the church, he said, better wait till for a storm to pass over. He could smell the rain in the woods, you know, you couldn't get that. So in the back of the church, I got two chairs, and he put across the back, and he went to the church. He wasn't sitting on the spot. Looking at him, he wasn't singing into the real good. And man, that storm gave him these little days, these little weeks. Oh, Jacques, he didn't know what you did with the brother. He thought that was church too, you know. He was tired of bell, it didn't sound like that Cajun pastor, Roy Roger, you know. Man, he jumped around and went on when he hit that front door of that church and opened it wide. He said, hello, Lord. Maybe he said, hello, Mr. Jack. Shoot, he was back out there church before the door closed. And I saw a friend of me said that one day he saw Jacques running about a mile ahead in that church leading that hall. I got a friend that was sheriff over in that wonderful parish in St. Landry. It's a free state, I guarantee you. And he told me, he said, one day I got a call, I was at the office in a little fellow there one night, and I said, look, will you mind sending somebody over here? Somebody go stir my wallet, my pocket book. He said, well, I never worried about that, but then one of them roadhouse there, some people, I went in there, and he was there, this young fellow there, and I said, son, are you sure that you didn't go out of this place at all and run some word on in? He said, didn't left the place. I was over there one of them books and them table came with my own business. And my wallet gone, my pocketbook gone. Well, you know, we turned them boots upside down, took all them seat out, went behind the bar, took the rack from on the floor, looked underneath that, and we didn't find the wallet. And I said, son, what actually come down? Have you looked at all your pockets for your wallet, huh? He said, oh, but more. I said, how come you ain't looked there? He said, it may not be there. You ever felt like that? Oh, I have. You know, down in Plaquemine Parish, I don't know if the old man know much about it, but Plaquemine Parish is one of the richest counties in the world, in the United States, but there's not much land down there. And the farms are very small, but rich land, and the people are very prosperous in that parish. The widest piece of land in Plaquemine Parish, in the southern portion of it, is about a mile wide. And I got two friends, and both of them got a 40-acre farm. And they live about 3 miles from each other. And one day, one of them brought himself to see the other one, and this friend of me got a fine-looking little horse what he done bought. It's about 3/4 horse and a quarter something. Creole pony or something. And this neighbor with him looked at that and said, man, that's a fine looking horse. I know. Would you like to sold him? He said, oh, hell yeah, I sold him. He said, how much you want for him? He said, $250. I gave you $200, say you got yourself a horse. He said, go get my trailer truck and go to that back. He went to that trailer, then came back. They loaded up them horse in the trailer truck and went home. About 2 weeks, the fellow who sold that horse went down to see him. He didn't have any coffee at his house. He went down to drink some coffee with him, and he got there, and he saw that pony. It looked good. He'd been taking real good care of it, you know. He said, man, that horse looked good. I'd like to buy it back for you, huh? He said, well, you sold it? He said, oh, hell yeah, I sold it. He said, how much you want from me? He said, $350. I said, I'll give you $300. He said, you got yourself a horse. He said, I just happened to be in my country Cadillac, and that's a pickup truck. We'll take him right now. So he loaded him up, and he took him back to his house. He didn't have no money. His neighbor came to see him, talked over some politics with him, and he was curling and combing the horse, and he looked real good. He said, man, I like to buy that horse back for you. Would you sold him? He said, oh, hell yeah. He said, how much you want for him? He said, $450. I'll give you $400. He said, you got yourself a horse. Took him with you. Well, he took a week before he went back down to his neighbor's house, and he walked in there, and he had him out there on a horse to train him, and he looked real good. He just curled him and combed him and washed him down real good, and he looked fine. And the fellow what owned the horse original, said, I just talked with himself, I've got to have that horse back. He looks too good. That quarter horse is all the way plumb on him. He said, would you like to sell that horse back to me? He said, oh, hell yeah, I told him. He said, how much you want for him? He said, $550. He said, I'll give you $500. He said, you got yourself a horse. Took him home with you. Well, he did. When he just got home, just unloaded that horse, and here come one of them horse buyers from Texas, you know, out in Texas, with a big, long, trailing truck, buying horses everywhere he can. And he drove up there, and he said, that's a nice-looking horse you got there. I would like to buy him. Oh, he said, I don't particularly care about selling him. He said, I'll give you a good price if you want to sell him. Well, he talked with himself, I'll just name something ridiculous. I don't want to get rid of him. I'll name something ridiculous and see if he'll pay that. $2,500, he said, I took him. Well, he took him. We loaded him up. He went on down the road, and he stopped at his neighbor's house to see if he had some horse. The neighbor come out there, and he saw this horse. He said, where'd you get them horse? He said, from your neighbor up there. He didn't even tell him goodbye. He jumped in his country Cadillac, he's picking up truck. Shoo, he drove up there, and he jumped out of that car, and he ran up to him. He said, what the hell you mean selling that horse like that? Don't you realize we're both making a damn good living out of him, huh? Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a little true something that happened last election down near where I live, down in the lake over in Ascension Parish, Jordan Parish. There's an old fellow down there that for the last 6 times has run for justice of the peace. And he never won for anything in his life. This was just for justice of the peace some more. It's not a very big office, but there's certain duties and we must have it under the Louisiana law. And he was running again this year. And a friend of mine named Mac DeArmond, one day said, hello there, my friend. The old fellow said, hey, Mac, you going to vote for me this time? And Mac burst and says, what's for my same old job? He never had nothing. You know, you people in Mississippi love football. football nearly as much as the people in Louisiana. I don't know how many of y'all ever been to Death Valley. That Tiger Stadium, I've had the same seats for 32 years. But this story I'm going to tell you ain't about college football. About high school football. And let me tell you something, them Cajuns take that football real serious. On an ordinary game in high school football, they're all there you at to see them football game. But on a high school football game, they'll bet their house and their wife and they're cheering on a regular season game. And if one of them get into the district playoff, one of them teams get in the district playoff, whoo, they bet their house and their wife, they're cheering, crawling tractor, milking cow, everything they got. And then their will for God. Down in one of them districts, between New Orleans and Baton Rouge, there were two teams that started the season off. One of them was supposed to win all its games and easy, but they don't did that. They lost a couple. The other one wasn't supposed to win none, but they don't did that too. They win some. And they tied this real good team just as by a fluke, lost a couple of games. And they got the playoff to see who gonna win the district. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is important stuff down in South Louisiana.
Well, looks like something went wrong there. Tape broke maybe a bad splice. We'll stop this and see what we can get fixed. Let me know if you guys know who this is. I think it's supposed to be comedy. I don't know if it's very funny, but we'll see.